Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing one of my favorite Omega watches and possibly my favorite Aqua Terra. This, part of a family released at Basel 2010, is the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra annual calendar in stainless steel. 38.5 millimeters in stainless steel. It wears well on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. The watch is neither thick nor thin at 14.6 millimeters with a sloped conical bezel. It slides underneath just about all jacket cuffs and most sleeves. Lug to lug, the watch is easy to wear at 45.5 millimeters. Even if you include the end links of the bracelet, the total distance across the wrist is still a very manageable 47.6 millimeters, and the distance between the lugs is 19 millimeters. I can recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. It is very comfortable and very versatile. Pop open the clasp, which is a twin trigger affair with a double fold. We'll get a little bit closer to the watch and enjoy a close-up view of the links, which are staggered size, staggered alignment, differential finish with polished centers, satin shoulders. You can see the outer facings are polished. The removable links are fixed by screws. You've got inside the double deployant clasp a half link on each side for precise sizing. And take note, spring-loaded pin snaps inside the clasp to ensure long-wearing durability and tolerances that don't age over time. It's a sequential close, which means you've got one side that goes down before the other, so take note before you close your clasp. And the case band will be familiar to all Omega fans, as you've seen this case repeated endlessly since the mid-1960s on Speedmasters and Seamasters. Sheer side with longitudinal satin finish, polished lyre-style bevels with expanding polished ends, so they're thickest at their terminus. You can see the crown is slightly shouldered. This is the pre-2017 Aqua Terra family, so you still have a little bit of a recession and a sheer guard for the crown. Look at the attention to detail with the polished Omega logo on a blasted base. So you've got that relieved polish on a blasted base, and that's just the crown. You can see there's actually a little bit of a lip underneath the bezel, which is also conical, but inverse conical and polished. The dial has the teak deck motif, generation 1.0. The teak deck now runs from 9 to 3. Back in the day, it ran from 12 to 6, which is a nice balanced look. The dial is matte black, and as you can see, there are applique indices, applique Omega logo. The hands feature broad arrow minutes, and every watch should feature this. When there is loom, there should be loom on the seconds hand. Omega delivers. There's a slightly sunken track outboard for the minutes and seconds to be read, and then you can see the apertures for the month and the date. This is an annual calendar, which means you need to adjust it only once in the jump from February to March. Every other month, let's take April, which has 30 days. We're going to roll through midnight. On a regular conventional calendar or day date, you would see it jump to April 31st, which is an imaginary day. Instead, the watch correctly makes the jump to May 1st. You can also see the watch features stop seconds. When the time comes to make some manual corrections, the watch features a double quick set date, so you can rapidly adjust both the month and the date in quick successions by turning the crown in opposite directions. Screw that crown down, you now have 150 meters of water resistance. The Aqua Terra is the Surf Turf Seamaster, equally appropriate in the boardroom or the boardwalk, equally appropriate in the pool hall or in the pool. As you can see, the caseback features caliber 8601, which is twin mainspring barrel and features a 60-hour power reserve. It also features those two barrels for consistent torque release, so you don't have a big drop-off in amplitude after the first 24 hours. That's an issue with single barrel movements, and Rolex has never entirely conquered it. Twin barrels with the Omega, no issues. You can see it's a coaxial tri-level, and you can actually see the coaxial if you loop it. The tri-level coaxial ensuring the long-term and short-term timing precision, but also increasing the maintenance intervals. George Daniels, independent British watchmaking maestro, invented it in the early 1970s. Omega commercialized it in the late 90s and perfected it in the 2000s with these 8500 series movements. It is now very precise and very reliable, as well as very tough. Full balance bridge with a free-sprung index for shock resistance. It features a silicone hairspring for anti-magnetism. It beats away at the coaxial specific and very quirky 25,200 vibration per hour rate, and it is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, so this is a watch that is very impressive. It has a versatile size. It has a versatile black and silver look. It has a versatile complication, and it has a very technically proficient movement. With water resistance as well as reserved style, you could wear this with a bathing suit or a business suit. See it and make it yours on the watch box. Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Annual Calendar by Night. Lovely in blue.